time for viewer mail, and we have our first international viewer mail.
Good.
Yeah. So this is from Bill in Victoria, Canada. Love Victoria. Went there for vacation this summer.
For vacation.
Good times. He says, "Hi, Doug and Brenda. I'm enjoying your podcast and am now contemplating homemade ice cream." Oh, you will love it if you get real vanilla bean and make real vanilla ice cream. Fabulous.
Keep going.
Okay. He also says,
yeah, I hope so, yeah.
I wonder if you could comment on ways China might artificially suppress the value of its currency, i.e., do they use price controls primarily? Do they strictly prevent foreigners from buying yuan, and if so, how? I will keep listening. All the best in the new year, Bill.
Well, thank you, Bill, for your question. If anyone else would like to ask a question, I would love to give my best answer to it. Send it to doug@riskandrewardtv.org. I will give it a shot. Bill, you're absolutely right. They do use price controls. They do artificially manipulate their currency. They do it in various ways, but basically the government sets a price, and that's the price that it trades at the international level. This isn't terribly unusual. We had currency pegs going back for years and years. In fact, all currencies were pretty much pegged to a gold standard after World War II and the Bretton Woods Agreement. It's $35 per ounce to gold in the United States, and everybody else had their price to gold. And we had a fixed currency system. We have essentially an international flexible currency system now, where currencies move with markets and supply and demand, except for China, which has managed to pick its own price for its currency. So let me give you a little bit of history here to see the difference in prices. So the yuan, or renminbi, which is another name for it, I guess, to the dollar. In 1980, renminbi was 1.50 to the dollar, and in 1994, it was it hit a high of 8.62 to the dollar.
Now that's a huge move. That wasn't pegged.
That wasn't pegged. That moved, and it moved up. It did move up, that big. There was some gradual move in there, but still, it hit 8.62 in 1994. So if you think about it, in 1980, you put $1 down, you got 1.5 yuan. In 1994, you put $1 down, you get 8.62 yuan. Well, all of a sudden, everything's cheap.
Goods from China became very inexpensive.
Everything's
so
cheap.
Time to start bringing some of that.
That's right.
In.
That's right. I mean, it's much cheaper. So from 97 to 05, it was 8.27 to the dollar, and that was fixed, totally pegged, total currency control fixed. You asked if you could buy yuan. You can. I mean, we were there. You stick your credit card into your ATM into the thing, and you get yuan out. I mean, you can have yuan. You can go to your local bank and say, "I'd like to get yuan." They won't have any. You'll have to order it, right? But you can get some yuan if you're going to China. You don't necessarily have to do that. ATMs work great. But you can get a few bucks.
You just have a limited amount.
Right. You're never going to be able to make a trade, and there's certainly no international currency market. The foreign exchange markets do not trade in yuan. There are some ETFs, however, where you can get exposure to it. If you Google ETFs for Chinese yuan, you'll see a couple of them. But those are made through synthetic derivatives. They're not made through actually buying the currency directly. Now, there's some discussion of whether you can buy yuan in other markets, some exposure to it, but basically it doesn't trade. The price is fixed. Although there is a black market. I know there's a black market for yuan, but it was far more prevalent when everyone in China thought the dollar had value. I'm not sure they do anymore. So anyway, you can see that the currency prices changed. Now, more recently, even though they pegged it during the credit crisis, now it's about 6.6 to the dollar. It's floating a little bit, escalating a little bit down. We're putting a little heat on them politically, and they're letting it float a little bit down. But from $1.50 from a yuan 50 to 6.6 yuan is still a significant difference. Not that the $1.50 was the correct price. That doesn't necessarily mean it was the correct price, but it's definitely going to continue to fall if it went towards market prices. And depending on who you listen to, I've seen studies that say the market price should be either 15 to 40 to 50% lower than this. So, that would make their goods basically twice as expensive, or at least significantly more expensive than they are, which would put them at a competitive disadvantage,
That's
which
right.
is why they don't.
We wouldn't import as much. We'd go to other countries to import.
That's right.
Sure.
So, and of course, this is a jobs issue that they're taking jobs away because they're manipulating the currency. We've all heard that. And so that is true to a certain extent. Although you have to ask, would the jobs really come to the United States or to you in Victoria if their currency moved? Wouldn't the jobs just then go to Vietnam or Thailand or Malaysia or someplace else?
They'd just find another country.
They might find another country too. So I'm not sure that'll be the out for our jobs, even if they completely let their currency float. And of course, it would be devastating to China. So I hope that answers your question. Do you think that?
I think that answers
that's pretty
it.
close. Bill, if I didn't answer your question, send another one in. They're certainly manipulating a currency. There's no easy way to buy into the yuan. I'm not. I know everybody thinks it's going to go up in value, but I'm not exactly sure that I'm comfortable suggesting that as a play to anybody out there. As an investment strategy.
Do you have a takeaway for Bill?
Of course I do. So the problem with manipulating the market is that when manipulation stops, the market price adjusts, typically sharply.